Alright everyone, hello. You're probably wondering where we are, what in the heck we're working on. Well, this is our new project that is not really new, maybe new to you guys, but not new to us. So this is Honeymoon. It is a high bank waterfront home out here in Green Bank, Washington, still on Whidbey Island. Beautiful, beautiful home, sort of a diamond in the rough is at least what we're hoping for. Maybe you can see it right there. So yeah, I'll just kind of show you around, tell you a little bit about what we've been doing and what we saw here. So what we had was we had a listing that we saw back early this year, about spring of this year. It was listed as a 2,200 square foot home, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. Well, the lighting kind of stinks here. Lighting cool. 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,200 square foot home that was listed for like almost $600,000, which we thought, oh, that's crazy, that's ridiculous. Who in the world's gonna spend that much money? So I just kind of let it go. But it kept popping up, so I thought, well, let's just take a look at it. And so what we found was we came and took a look at it, and what we found is that we actually had a heck of a lot more than 2,200 square feet. We actually had about 4,400 square feet. And how it worked out was that it was a foreclosure by the bank, and the agent who listed it was out of state, and so they just had somebody come do some drive-by pictures. So we really didn't have a whole lot to see here, but there really was a lot more than what they were showing. But the main pieces are the upstairs, which we have here, kind of this big entryway, and then this is kind of a living room, the fireplace there, and we had a bunch. Got some kitchen here, pretty large kitchen with a drop-down ceiling, and then a family room that was here with a very high ceiling. Is what we have. And then over here there was one single bathroom, just one big bathroom with a couple vanities. There were 2 vanities that were right here. I can show you some pictures of that. Check a picture. And back here there was a tub. There was like a tub back in here. That's what we did have. A couple bedrooms here, a bedroom here, and then this is the master. Pretty big master they have, and then the master bath is here. Big master bath, which we've obviously already demoed everything. But the really incredible thing about this whole house is the view, which is just amazing, beautiful, really, really nice. All right. The other thing that why it was listed improperly is that we had all this space downstairs, this large basement, which it was finished, but there was no access from the top floor to this bottom floor, which I thought was pretty strange. But there was a bathroom in here, was right there. It was pretty dingy. Just had one vanity. There was a door right here. We had a vanity, and then there was the tub and the toilet. It just didn't look all that great. And then back here there was just a big unfinished room, like an office or something. And then over on this side there was a wine cellar, which is there. You can't really see it. And then another big room, which was here, with just a toilet and a sink that was behind this wall that was right there. So anyway, so we saw this property and we thought, I think there's a lot here. there's actually a hole out here. So we were fortunate enough that the day that we were going to get it, it was going on auction the very next day, early in the morning. So we just put in like a base bottom price on the auction, and we didn't win, but we were the only people that bid. So the auction came back and said, all right, well, you're the only ones who bid and you didn't win, but if you bid this much, then we'll let you buy it. And that amount that they had was actually less than what our maximum price that we had set on this project was. So we got it. We closed on this house back in May of this year, and we've been getting started on it since then. So it's been a little bit slow moving, mostly because of the permits, which took a really, really long time. We got some plans worked out that are pretty good, and I'll explain to you a little bit about what we're doing. But we just got the permits back, so I think we submitted them in August. We got them back at the end of November, so it took 14 weeks to get the permits back. So since then, we've been working on other projects, working on O'Leary and trying to get some other ones. And now that the permits are back, we got the demo done, which we had started on the demo already. And now we're putting all the pieces together for what we're going to do here. So I'll explain to you a little bit about what we have and what we're going to do. So hang on. All right, so these are our thoughts. This is what we're going to do here on this home. So here for this entryway, we are going to we removed these plywood structures that were basically partitioning this room off to kind of make it a separate dining room and living room. And so we demoed this part that's going in here. We're just going to extend the tray ceiling all the way through. And this was just some minor framing. There's no load bearing stuff here. So that's what we're doing here, is to kind of get this tray ceiling extended all the way through to make it one big giant room. And then on the other side, where these 3 windows are, we're going to remove those windows. I think we're just going to put one big window right in there. So that's our plan for this room. Obviously, for the entryway, we need to install these stairs. So the stairs are going to go here. That's why we have this spot demoed. It's going to be an L shape, so it's going to come here and then move over to the right. So that's where we're putting the stairs, and it's going to go in that space of where that old bathroom was. So we're going to get rid of that bathroom, so it's gone. This office is pretty much just staying the same. No changes there. See, in the kitchen, there's a lot of stuff happening. Hang on. So a lot of stuff happening in this kitchen. So we demoed all the old cabinetry. There used to be 2 islands, which we wanted to get rid of. We don't want that anymore. And then they dropped this ceiling down. So you can see that the ceiling is dropped down. Now, here in this family room, the ceiling is very high. So we wanted to, again, make the ceiling the same height all the way across. So we're demoing that, and we were taking a look up there in the attic to see what we can do. And sure enough, there's a bunch of there's some load-bearing beams there, but they're high enough away out of the way that we can get into it with just basically adjusting it and move this whole. So we're going to move this whole ceiling up so it matches all the way across. So when you stand in the kitchen, you'll have a very, very high ceiling. So that's the plan. There's a cabinet layout that we're working with on the designer. That old door is moved, so we're framing that in, and we basically move the door over to here. So now the door is going to be here. So when you come in the entryway, you won't be able to see all the way into the kitchen. And what we're going to have here is cabinets all the way on this wall. Fridge is going to go right there, and then a double oven over there. And then we made this entryway bigger as it goes into that dining room. And then on this wall right here, you can kind of see it's got this window which we want to get rid of. Sorry. So we're gonna get rid of this window. We're just gonna frame it all in. So it's just gonna be one giant wall right there, and then we're gonna have a big chef's range is gonna go here, and just cabinets above with some lighting in the cabinets, and then one big 4-foot by 10-foot island is gonna go in the middle. So it's gonna be a lot simpler design, but it's gonna, obviously it's gonna change the whole look with the ceiling going up and everything. It's gonna be really nice. We're going to keep these windows obviously, because they're a pretty nice feature. So you can see out there, there used to be this gigantic Japanese maple that was right there blocking this whole view. So we ripped that out, so the Japanese maple is gone. And so now you can see this view all the way out up the bay. It's really pretty. So that's what we're doing here. For the bathrooms, we're going to turn this, instead of one big bathroom, it's going to be two smaller bathrooms. So we're going to have a powder room in this space, so a sink and a vanity right there, and that's it. That fixture is going away. And then this other bathroom is going to be larger 3/4 bath. So it's going to have a shower in the corner here, and then a toilet and a sink. So basically it's going to mirror that on the wall. Toilet, sink, and a 3/4 bath right there. In the master, just a little bit of changing on the layout. This toilet, as you can see, is still here, but we're going to move that toilet back into this corner where it used to have a wall, but it's like a cabinet wall. It's really strange, odd looking, and just the layout was poor. So we're going to push this toilet back into there and hide it. It's just got a little half wall that's going to be right there. The shower is going to stay there, but we're going to get rid of this window. We're just going to tile it all around. This window is going to stay, and we're going to have like a claw-footed tub with a double vanity right there. So that's the plan in the master. Back here, this is the door to the garage. The door used to be over there, so we moved the door to the garage over a little bit, and there used to be a closet right here, so we just demoed out this closet, put the door right there, and then this closet is moving to right here. So it's going to be in this wall. Right there, we're going to turn that into a closet. It used to be like a TV shelf or something for the office, so that's not going to be there anymore either. The deck here, I don't know what they did before, but I think they just sent somebody in here to spray paint this wood, and it just looks terrible. It's really ugly. So we're going to replace all the decking material. We're going to change out the railing too as well. We're talking about putting like a white pergola canopy up here. That's still the plan. We'll see what happens, what shakes out. But this is going to be like a veranda Brazilian walnut, which we already have. It's out there out front. It's just lying out there right now. But really, really nice deck. And then the thing that just kept bugging me about this deck was that when you're underneath, it's very dark down here and dingy. If you can see what's going on like underneath this deck, oh, there we go, it's just ugly and gross. Really, it's just a terrible look, terrible feel, and I hated it. And I was trying to figure out what in the world can we do. So what we found is we found this Trex like rain guard material that essentially will capture all of the water that runs off through the decking that we're going to put in above, and will funnel the water to gutters, and then the gutters will be able to move off to the side, you know, to the edges, and then send it out, and then we can seal up all of this underneath these joists and basically put in like a ceiling. So we've got the tongue and groove stuff, which is what we loaded in today. So we're gonna capture the water, run it off towards gutters, and then just get the water flowing out away from the deck. And we'll put the ceiling in, so it will seal it in, make it look really nice and clean and clear. It's going to be a totally different feel down here. Then we could paint it, throw some light fixtures in there. It would be really, really nice. So I'm really excited about how that's going to turn out, because right now it's just like, ugh, it's really ugly. It doesn't feel good. And when we initially got the property, we were looking at doing some beach access down there potentially. So we had a geo survey done on the soils, the shoreline and stuff, just to see how stable it was. And unfortunately, I just think the cost of something like that, plus the time for how long it takes, is so long. I don't think we're still going to do that. I mean, I'm planning on us being done with this project in April, so we can sell it, you know, right when the market warms back up again in the spring. So, I mean, for right now, we're just clearing out all the landscaping. And I think we're just going to leave that, and then if the new buyer wants to do it, you know, they can do it on their own, but it's just too much time and too much cost for us to do it. So, but overall, for this project, I mean, pretty exciting. I mean, it's a lot of work. That's why we had Bill, my stepdad come in and help us out on this project because he's been a contractor for a long time. So he's helping us out do this project. We are on timeline to be done with this one by the first week of April or so. And that's what we're looking at. So that's where we're at right now as far as our current plan. Current plan is get the framing done, which is what we're doing now. We have about another week, a few days to finish the framing, and then we're going to leave because we have another house that I'll show you later that we're closing on back in town, and we're plan is to work on that all of December and January, finish that house in like 5 or 6 weeks, and then put it right back on the market. While all of the trades come in here. We've got the plumber that's got to come in here, the HVAC guy, and the electrician, all that licensed work that we can't do. So we'll work on another project while somebody's coming in here to do all that stuff. We'll finish that one up at the end of January and then be able to come back in here with all the inspections done and then go drywall, go drywall installation and everything like that. So yeah, it's been exciting. Pretty busy time of year. I know we haven't been putting out many videos because we just have so much stuff that's going on for the family. A lot of exciting things that are happening that I'll save some of that for later. But I hope you guys are doing well, and we're still out here. We're still working hard. Family business stuff is going strong. We're busy, and we're having a great time. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you like our new project. It's exciting. It's about a year long is what this one is going to take, but there's going to be a pretty decent return, which which is kind of important. So it's fun. This is a fun project. We've got some other ones that we're looking at in town, so we're always looking for new projects. But that's where we are, and that's how things are going. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I look forward to sharing some more videos with you guys in the near future. Okay? Hope you have a great day. See ya.